You're listening to Breaking Tables, Episode 13, The Broken Phone Chargers, brought to you by the Buffalo Fanatics Podcast Network. This is Brian.
This is Mark.
Welcome back, guys.
Coming to you live from the newly renovated Breaking Tables studio.
Yeah, it is nice in here. Get a lot of work, man.
Looks good.
But what a victory this week, Mark. It was awesome having this bye week and knowing that we are sitting nice and pretty at number one.
Came out of that bye week with a victory. That was nice. All the AFC East teams lost.
Every single one of them.
They all lost.
We expect that from the Jets, but
The
Dolphins and the fucking Patriots, who are, we're supposed to be winning this division, all this bullshit going out there. So I'm just glad that we went ahead in the division without doing nothing. Yeah. So that means a lot. So this episode, we're going to talk about the games that we watched. Obviously, the AFC East games, focus on that. We're going to get into some other games that we randomly watched this weekend. I know Mark was out and about gallivanting in the Key West for his bachelor party.
My cousin's bachelor party. I'm still single. For anybody out there.
We're going to dive into the Bills versus Chargers game, our last 1 o'clock game on Sunday that we're probably going to see the rest of the season.
And we have the dipshit of the day.
Dipshit of the day.
What do you say to
dipshit of the day? Let's get it started. So, Mark, what I really want to get into, let's get into this Dolphins versus Broncos. And the only reason why is everybody had the Broncos to automatically lose this game. They were comparing him to Josh Allen, and the Dolphins were going to give the Bills a scare for number one in the division.
Yeah.
Just stop that right now.
I mean, I'm happy that I've been predicting that they were going to be good and make the playoffs, but I'm happy that they were just slow them down a little bit. Like, they're not in that category yet. They're in a playoff contention category.
Yeah, they're in the hunt. They're a team that's going to be in the hunt for the next couple of years. I don't see them doing that with Tua. I mean, we were in the hunt for a couple of years when Tyrod Taylor was playing. And Mark, I look at that as they found their next Tyrod Taylor.
I know where you're standing on that topic, and I'm not quite there yet because it's been so quick and so early. But I can see what you're saying. I can see where you're coming from.
For sure. But He's the fucking prodigy child of the AFC East. Everybody forgot about Josh Allen once Tua fucking scoring or doing 100 to 150 yards a game, and they're giving him the automatic title for best quarterback in the AFC East, which is bullshit.
Yeah, he's not even close to that. He has not proven anything. The Dolphins have had lucky bounces. They have special teams play.
And the defense. That's it.
That's helping them get these wins where Josh is doing it on the shoulders of the offense. He's doing it on the offensive side of the ball.
Look at these stats. So Tua, 11 for 20, 83 yards, 1 touchdown, sacked 5-6 times, okay? And fourth quarter comes along and Flores benches him. So this prodigy golden child that everybody was saying that was the best quarterback in the AFC East is now benched.
He's fragile still. He's a fragile quarterback, which is never a good thing to be able to say about your quarterback.
And I guess he's no longer a quarterback. What position is he now?
End guard and tackle. So he sits at the end of the bench, guards the water, and tackles anybody who tries to get it now.
Oh, man. What is that? Then Fitzpatrick coming out there swinging, doing Fitzpatrick magic the way he's been doing it, and victoriously has that game-winning interception.
That's a standard issue, classic Buffalo Bills Ryan Fitzpatrick finish.
Look, he played for a half a quarter. He had 117 yards.
I think we know who our backup quarterback might be coming soon. He just wants to get back into Buffalo.
Yeah, he's doing us a solid.
He's doing us a solid.
He's just like he's like, no, I'm sorry, Dolphins. Buffalo's my team, and fuck you, Tua and Flores and the rest of the Dolphin organization for benching me for this little shitbag.
Now you want me to play good? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Not gonna happen. So when I say they found his Tyrod Taylor.
Game manager.
All right, listen, I like Tyrod Taylor. I never had anything bad against him. But if
He was never the guy, though. He was just not the guy.
You can't win games when you're just checking down all the time and expecting these small little yards to turn into plays because your offense is not that good. Mm-hmm. And that's what the Dolphins are doing right now. They're like they remind me of the time when we had Tyrod Taylor. We had a really solid defense.
Yeah.
Where we were in the hunt. We had our playoffs first time in 17 years.
Yeah. It just wasn't enough to be a competitive team in the playoffs.
No.
You needed that next level quarterback or a lot of balls to bounce your way.
just to get us over the top. And so all you people out there that are on Tua's nuts, literally on Tua's nuts, just because the defense and special teams are winning games for the Dolphins, not Tua, the defense and special teams. Yeah, so but you're on Tua's nuts.
So this one's for you guys.
Yeah, this is for you. And this is, that brings it up to the dipshit of the day. Hey, what do you say to the dipshit of the day?
All right, so Oz Alvarado, you made a post.
I made a post saying what the fuck and showing his yardage. You showed and go here's for all the Dolphins fans.
The Dolphins, I like that.
That are comparing this guy to Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen has that in like one drive.
Yeah, so this is what he replied.
83 yards.
This is what he replied to. He said, "Your quarterback, his rookie year. Compare apples to apples." He posted Josh's rookie year stats.
yeah, come on, dude.
Okay, so that is a totally different animal here. So I was with Brian, and he told me, "Yo, look at this." He's like, "You got to reply to this guy. Like, he's not even worth my time." I was like, "All right, I'll get on there a little bit." So I said to him, I was like, "Well, Allen was on an offense that brought back one returning starter, and it was Dawkins, one offensive line player. The rest of the offense that year was washed. Like, goodbye. Like, Josh was not supposed to play that year." So
Tua came in on a winning team. The team was
they were doing just fine.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, they were doing just fine. If we were able to do that,
if Tyrod Taylor like I said, the only reason why we started Josh Allen because Peterman had 5 interceptions in a quarter.
And if you would have put Josh Allen on that Dolphins team in that situation, they'd be a little bit more scary than with Tua right now. And if anybody disagrees with that, you can hit our DMs or message us on. I would love to chat about it.
You're really smoking crack. You're really fucking smoking crack if you think that this is the next quarterback for the Dolphins that take you to that next level.
So yeah,
my boy Carl Durant Jr. Thank you, man, because
you backed it up.
Yeah, I was thinking this, and then he posted it perfect. So
you said it. What we were thinking.
Exactly. So Carl Durant responds, not to mention the fact that Tua had way more hype coming from Bama. You know, the same Bama with the head coach that quit on the fish?
Ouch.
According to The Buzz, Tua was supposed to take y'all to the playoffs this year, even though Fitzpatrick spotted him a winning record. We had zero aspirations of the playoffs in Allen's rookie season, which was true. We knew it was a rebuild. The game manager and Tua didn't win any of his starts. That was y'all's defense. No comparison between our two QBs at all. 2 total different circumstances. Nice try, though. So, Carl Durant, you get the redemption.
You get the redemption of the
Oz Alvarado's dipshit of the fucking week fucking saying. Come on.
Redemption of the week.
So, thank you, Carl.
Thank you for taking care of our light work. You're part of the Breaking Tables family for sure.
Yeah, well, welcome to Breaking Tables fan club. You just skyrocketed to number 1. VIP membership. Diamond class.
Let's go. All right, so that's we were a little bit fired up about that, but...
or how about like this, was it Cole Camardi?
Oh, what were they talking about on Twitter?
Twitter. Like, what the hell did he say? Hey, why is everyone so high on Justin Herbert? He's good, yes, but his team is 2-7. Give me Tua for AFC Rookie of the Year. The Dolphins might be the 3rd best team in the AFC. So, wait, what?
Yeah, hold on.
Hold on.
Where do we start?
The Dolphins might be the 3rd best team in the AFC
East.
Exactly. Like what? Which you got to be specific here. And I love Dion Poindexter's response to this, which is his redemption.
Simple.
Delete this. Delete this. Period.
I want to get one of those fact check your pictures from Facebook and just post it back on there. Like, this information is false.
I don't understand how like these people. Where are these? Okay,
they're just diehard
Dolphins
blinded fans.
Yeah.
I mean, we waited long enough.
It's like you're giving Tua a little hand job underneath the table there. Bro, come on. You can't compare the 2 quarterbacks. He had 83 yards, okay? Josh Allen has that on 1 drive.
I don't think he has ever had a game like that.
No, I think he had I think the worst game he had was like 150 yards or something like that.
He probably had like 60 rushing yards, though, too.
So look at these stats. So Tua this year, you Tua fans.
You Tua twats.
600 total yards, 6 touchdowns, okay? Josh Allen has that in 2 games.
Yeah, definitely.
Think about that.
And we're not worried about his hip popping out of the socket.
No.
That's why they pulled him out. He got hit once, and they're like, ugh.
Oh, man. Poor hip.
Let's pull him out. Like, yeah, that's what you want. That's a real leader. If Josh gets hit like that, he comes back in and finishes the half with an arm sleeve on.
So moving on from the Dolphins, even though we play them at the end of the year, it's not going to come down to AFC East who takes that division. It's not going to come down to that.
It's going to be a rest game.
Yeah, they still have the Chiefs to go through. They still have the Patriots to go through, and they have us to go through.
And realistically, thinking of it, when it does come down to that game, I don't even think it's going to affect anywhere where we're going to finish in the AFC. I don't think it's going to matter. It's not going to matter for the AFC East, so it'll probably be a rest game because we're not going to be. I don't think we're fighting for the first in the AFC at this point.
Yeah, and I still see Matt Barkley beating them.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Patriots, they lost too. Another AFC East hopefuls to get where they were at, but sorry, they're just one more loss away from Belichick retiring for good.
They just dug themselves a little deeper into that hole.
They played the Texans. They lost 20-27. Only thing good for him was Cam actually had a good throwing game. He had 365 yards, 26 for 24 and a touchdown.
24 for 26.
24-26. I said it the wrong way, didn't I?
But that's unbelievable looking at it on paper.
Yeah, I know. But only one touchdown though.
Yeah.
But moving on from that, they're still 4-5 and third in the division.
Yeah. So one of the most interesting games that I watched this week was the Cardinals Seahawks. They're always a good battle. I really am kind of happy with the turnout. So Seahawks won 28-21. DK Metcalf, 48 receptions this year, 862 yards and 9 touchdowns. He's an animal. 18 yards per reception.
He's no Stephon Diggs. He might have more.
It's his second year, though. I mean, come on. Look at his body size. And it just like, I saw him get hit, and it was like a blindside hit, and he didn't even budge. The guy just, boom, just falls to the ground.
Well, one of my favorite memes was the Metcalf when they finished the game. Metcalf and Kyler Murray trade shirts, and all you see is
a little mini one.
This little mini Kyler Murray trying to like get this huge fucking curtain of a shirt.
So DK Metcalf just literally is destroying his rookie year numbers, which were pretty damn good for a rookie. He's destroying them. Like next game, he's surpassing them all. He already has more touchdowns. He needs like 40 more yards, and the receptions. I'm not counting receptions because that'll be done by the end of the year. So. Crazy numbers coming from this guy. Lockett has become a premier receiver.
Yeah, he's playing. They got 2 solid guys. I mean, their offense is solid. The Seahawks are going to be a deep playoff team.
If their defense can do anything, it comes down to their defense, really. Because their offense is just scary. It's scary offense.
If they can get their defense together the last few games and into the playoffs, you're going to see them running deep, man.
Get healthy, bring back Carson.
Well, the beauty about them beating the Cardinals, not only because it knocked them off their little high after that
their little
Hail Murray fairy tale bullshit game win against the Bills, but it knocks the Cardinals third in the NFC West.
From first to third, just
like that.
Boom.
So where's this MVP talk now? How are you going to say he deserves to still be in the MVP talk if they're third in their division?
Wilson, are you talking about Kyler Murray?
Murray.
That's done with. But Wilson is slowing down a little bit. From his start from the year, he's a little slowed down.
Well, because he's literally holding the team on his back. So obviously he's getting a little tired. They get the running game going, get him some rest during the games, and you're gonna see some good results out of that.
Yeah, just get that defense fixed because you can't expect to win and score 40 points every week.
We all can agree, though, that we're happy to see the Cardinals lose. Bye, suckers. Na, 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 na.
Hey.
Na, 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 na.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh,
goodbye. You fucking Murray.
Bleep, bleep.
Go ahead and bleep that.
All right. I know this game you liked, Packers versus Colts.
That was a good game. Listen, that was a good game. The Packers were up 21-7. And next thing you know, the Colts are winning the game. They won the game 34-31. It was, Rodgers doing what Rodgers does. He had, I think, 311 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Their rushing was very irrelevant.
Yeah, nothing.
Get like the Bills. Their team is getting basically holding on the back of Aaron Rodgers.
Very similar. We had 18 total rushes, or they had 18 total rushes for 66 yards. I mean, come on.
Well, the biggest difference between us and the Bills and the Packers is Aaron Rodgers cannot win the game on his back, unlike Josh Allen, who has done it time and time again.
Josh supplements a lot of them rushing yards too, and he's scary in the backfield because he can run. I mean, Aaron Rodgers used to have a little pep to his step. He's more of a pocket passer now. Roll out and throw it. His
attitude is demeanor on the side of the field. It looks like he doesn't even want to be there anymore.
He's not a leader.
He's such a turd bag.
I mean, his talent alone won him a Super Bowl, but I never hear anything good about him.
No, nothing. No coaches like him. He's a coach killer. And
The only person who loves him is usually his number one receiver. That's it. He's just throwing to him.
what happened to State Farm? He's not doing those commercials anymore.
Yeah, he's not in good hands anymore.
Well, Devontae Adams had 106 yards, 7 receptions and a touchdown, which is nasty for averaging 15 yards a fucking catch.
He's doing it every week.
He is doing it every week. That guy's a solid, obviously a top 5 receiver in the NFL.
Top 3.
Top 3, okay.
Top 3.
Well, it's got to be Diggs. Who would be number 2? Metcalf?
Diggs.
Metcalf and Devontae Adams.
Diggs,
So top 3.
Devontae, Metcalf is definitely up there too, yeah.
Who else can we put in that same category?
Hopkins. We forgot about Hopkins.
Yeah, all right. Just because he can catch the ball, but I don't see that he didn't do much besides,
I think you got to put Hopkins and Diggs right next to each other.
No, I give Hopkins. Okay, maybe Hopkins would be like number 5. So it goes Diggs, Metcalf, Devontae Adams. Whoever number 4 is, and number 5 is
Just because
Hopkins.
He can't be 4.
He's not going to be 4. Who's going to be 4? There's what? When Boyd maybe?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill when he's not injured.
Tyler Boyd, did you say?
I don't know, man.
From Cincinnati?
That's the first thing that came to my mind. What's the other guy? There's another guy out there. Hold on, we're gonna look
AJ
it up.
Green? You really hate Hopkins.
I know, I'm not a big fan, bro.
Because he made that catch.
Yeah, he made that immaculate fucking catch. The
Hill
immaculate
Satan.
of whatever that thing is.
Murray.
Yeah, Satan.
Hill Satan. That game was fun. The Bengals game. There's some crazy stuff going over there right now. Burrow is out.
Poor Burrows.
I like him.
Yeah.
Little guy. He's so cute.
Yeah. Well.
He's a cute little guy.
Yeah, he pretty much fucked his leg up. He's done for torn ACL, torn MCL, major, ligament damage. It's like a Teddy Bridgewater kind of accident where, it's not as bad as Alex Smith's leg injury.
Or Teddy's.
But Teddy was, pretty bad too.
I think he'll be all right. He's got some time.
He's still young.
I'm happy it happened earlier in the year for him a little bit.
I'm not happy it happened at all. That's fucked up.
I'm saying that it happened earlier in the year, and he's going to have some time to recover and maybe get back at the beginning of next year, rather than it happening week 17 and he has to start his first 2 years in a shitty situation. If
you can't love the Bengals while they're 3-7 now, don't expect to love them when they're 4-6 next year. Okay?
You can't when they're 4-12 next year. We don't want you guys hopping on the bandwagon.
Well, anyways, get better, Joe Burrow.
We love you.
Don't see people go out unless you're, Colin Murray or Hopkins or anybody like that.
Tom Brady.
Oh.
Titans, Ravens. Ravens are no longer in the playoff picture.
Bye-bye.
What happened over there? It's like a fluke of a fucking season.
When they did good, Lamar Jackson, MVP. What happened to your MVP quarterback now? What's he doing? He's getting tired. He can't run the balls efficiently, and I never thought he could throw it anyway. So
I think it's a game plan thing. Like, people are able to plan against them. After the whole year, the teams that they played, they got a little taste of it. Now there's a lot of tape out there. And
they know what they're doing.
They know exactly what they're doing now. They know how to limit Lamar, per se, and force him to throw, because he was getting big bang plays. So he wouldn't have to pass the ball a ton, but when he did, it was super effective. So now when that pass the ball is not effective because the running's not effective, it's not even Lamar Jackson anymore.
Well, here's a fun little fact, tidbit, that even though that the Titans win and they have the same record we do, they have the heads up because they beat us, right? Mm-hmm. But because the Colts beat them, Colts won, same record, which puts them at 7-3, and we have a better, there was
all the numbers, the way it works.
So many numbers. We're still number 3. Then it's
we're winning the division.
The Colts. Then it's Colts. Then it's the Titans. So if the Colts can stay better than Titans, that gives us a better chance at keeping at least that number 3 position. And just to get, maybe we can talk about that after. Home field advantage. Not like it's gonna matter because there's no fans.
But how amazing!
But still,
have a game in Orchard Park, Buffalo.
How are they gonna stop the fans?
We're gonna jump it.
Everybody just jump the gate. You can't stop us all.
Nope.
It's like
herd immunity.
All right, you all heard it here first. We are going into Naruto Run into Bills Stadium.
Allegedly, we're doing that.
Oh, yes.
Wink.
Yes. Before I get my lawyer saying, you guys can't say that.
Allegedly, there's going to be a bunch of Bills fans if we make it to the playoffs in Orchard Park at a home game.
Allegedly, we're all going to Naruto run up there.
With our
Naruto with our arms flailing in the back.
Yep.
And we're going to jump the gates.
Allegedly.
Right. And run to the field and allegedly tear down the field goal.
Once they win, yes.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
We got to say allegedly, guys. Okay?
We are.
But it's allegedly going to happen. I allegedly guarantee it.
Allegedly. Moving on. The Chiefs versus the Raiders. 35-31. Chiefs pull out one out of their ass again.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Magic Mahomes.
Their defense is not that good, but just they've got their quarterback to win them games. I got respect from Mahomes. He's NFL MVP. He Super Bowl defending champion.
Yeah.
So he's not doing anything to take that away for. Well, what happened to Mahomes from last year?
You got to respect Mahomes. He's a good guy. He's got the same girl from school. He lets his brother come and hang out with the cool team and stuff, and he does his little TikTok dances on the sideline.
I can still talk like Kermit the Frog because I'm Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, so you expect that from Mahomes now. Like, he's already got the MVP. He's already got the Super Bowl. Now it's like no matter what you expect if he's got the ball at the end of the game and there's some time left, you're saying to yourself, we gave him too much time. You're not saying, sweet, we scored.
Well, that's why it's going to be very difficult for the Bills to move out of that third position, the AFC playoff picture. Steelers are 10-0, and then the Chiefs, who beat us, are 9-1.
So we would need to be.
They would need to
one
lose
game up on them.
Steelers would need to lose like 3 games, and then we got to beat them.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs would have to lose like 3 games.
If the Chiefs finish 13-3, we would need to finish 14-2 in order to be ahead of them.
So let's just.
And we've already
hope
lost.
they lose 3 more games.
And we can take back one of the losses we have.
Regardless, that's a very difficult scenario to get into. Let's be fortunate we're on the left side of the picture on clinching almost, potentially getting ready to clinch in the next couple of weeks. Instead of the right-hand side, we're in the hunt.
In the hunt, yeah.
And we're right below that, like that special line.
That's not mathematically eliminated yet.
All that means is just we're not mathematically eliminated yet, folks. That's all it means.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Patriots are in that little section now.
Yeah, the bottom bubble.
And they're all over there like, we can still do it. We got Belichick.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get some lobster. Some burgers.
Tim, will you come back, Tim? Come back to the yard by the bar?
In the yard with the burgers and lobster.
Anyways, Chiefs, they won that.
Derek Carr, lastly. Derek Carr, he's starting to play better and better. Remember when we played him? He's sticking around, dude. He beat the Chiefs once.
They're a competitive team. They want to win. I think they have a good team. They're still in the hunt for playoff contention.
Did you see the picture of Derek Carr on the sideline
with his face down?
Oh my God!
with his eyeshadow on.
Jeez, yeah.
How does that eyeshadow Does he
wash off?
Is it permanent marker? Is that tattoo? Does he redoes his tattoo eyeshadow eyeliner before each game?
Boom, roasted. Steelers, Jags. Not exactly the most exciting game in the world, but it brought the Steelers to 10-0.
Yeah, and it just shows the NFL that the
Jags
still suck again.
Yeah. I mean, that was a win that when the Dolphins got it against them, it was like, oh, look, they beat the Jags. Now it's like, oh, you beat the Jags.
Oh, the Jags. Congratulations, Dolphins. You guys beat the Jags.
So,
the loss. Did the Jets beat them, though?
I don't know. That'd be cool. Let's get a little toilet bowl game going.
Toilet bowl. But I don't think Ben is going to hold out. He's always too injured. Man.
You see the picture of him with 2 ice packs around his knees, an ice pack on his shoulders, and then complaining about he was off with he was in contact with COVID people. He's like, oh, I've got every injury. So I'm the comeback player of the year. I don't care who Alex Smith is. I have all the injuries. The
only reason why you're in contention for MVP is just because your team is 10-0.
Is he in contention for MVP?
Yeah, you have to. Why wouldn't you be able to put him in as a game manager to win the game? I mean, he's not putting up numbers like Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes.
The Mahomes.
You got to give him credit. He is still the face of that team. They're 10-0. I just don't see the next few weeks him staying healthy long enough.
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't think they'll make it to the AFC Championship game.
I really don't. I mean, their entire team is playing on all cylinders. But then again, if you look at the teams that they beat, who are the teams that they beat, Mark?
They beat them all.
Obviously.
But
we haven't played the Bills yet, though.
The Titans, they played a close game.
That was a good game. That was a good game.
So, I mean, I think if the Titans were close enough to beating them, that when it gets to playoff time, that you're going to be playing against the best of the best, and I just see the upset happening. They're going to be favorites, but I see them losing.
Just keep an eye on Ben Roethlisberger. Watch him start feeding, Connor more and more and more and more. Just, that way Ben Roethlisberger doesn't have to throw as many times as he normally has to put it on his shoulders. I don't see him lasting very long, so keep an eye on that, Bills, and we play them in 3 weeks.
Browns.
So basically, fuck Ben Roethlisberger, and I hope you get hurt.
Yes, he's always hurt, so there's not much to hope for. It'll happen. It's happening.
I allegedly hope you get hurt.
Browns, Eagles.
Nick Chubb. He's the only person on that team that's good. I mean, he can once again 114 yards, Mark.
Yeah, they lost OBJ. They have Landry, and they have Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield's the most inconsistent quarterback. I like Baker kind of. I want to because he's kind of funny. He does his interviews. He slips rap lyrics into his interviews. And just as he's describing what happened in the game. That's kind of funny. I like that. But I'd like him more if he wasn't on the Browns. If he was winning his rookie year, he did some cool stuff. But I didn't like him his rookie year because it was competing against Josh. So
it was too much flash, and you see what he's doing now.
So now Josh is head and shoulders above him. So I don't have a problem liking him now. Because I don't think it's
right,
it's not
that's legit. That's legit.
So I look at him, I'm like, aw, come on.
Come on, you can do it, buddy.
Get it together.
Well, they're in playoff contention too, sticking at they're 7-3, I think, or 6-4, or whatever. They're still they're above the Ravens right now.
So
they're above the Dolphins right now. The Dolphins. Tua, is it getting hard yet? Is it getting hard yet, Tua? Is it getting hard yet?
And he said, oh, is it getting? Yeah, he said it wasn't as hard as he thought.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
But how about the bench? The bench probably feels pretty hard now, doesn't it?
It's oak.
So this is the hardest bench I've ever had in my life.
Yes,
we had cushion pads at Alabama. Anyways, we stopped talking about Tua a while ago. I just can't help myself. Sorry.
Yeah, I just can't believe he said that. So, but they beat the Eagles, and that was the Eagles held off their division this week with a huge loss.
Yeah.
That was amazing how they did that.
All right, Mafia, just think about this. Thank God we're not living in an era where our team is leading the division with a shitty, terrible 3-6 record.
I mean, you go into the game 3-6, and you're like, you know what?
They're
3-6-1 now.
They were 3-5 going into the game.
Yeah,
3-1
and 1. So you're like, you know what? All we got to do to hold this first place division, a huge loss against the Browns. We can bring it in next week.
We need a win. We need a win to keep this number one in our division up. That way, we still hopeful that we turn on the fire in the playoffs, being a shitty 3-6 team.
And Doug Peterson's playing chess, not checkers over here. When he kicked that punt in overtime in week 1, was it? And everyone's like, oh, he's playing for the tie. Well, look at you now. Eat your words.
Yeah,
look at that
because
tie
the rest of everyone else. I mean, well, the Cowboys won. They did beat the Vikings 31-28, but still
to bring themselves into a tie.
Number 2
with number 2
3-7
with everybody else. 3 teams in the division.
NFC East. Can you just please go home, please? Actually, no, please. Just go the fuck home. Embarrassing. Thank God we're in the AFC East, folks. Okay? Thank God we're in the AFC and we don't have to deal with the shitty... And they shouldn't even be allowed in the playoffs. If you have a record... Okay, well, how pissed off would you be? You have a winning record. Let's say you're you're 9... Let's say you're 9-7, bro, and you don't make the cut, but these shitbags... Yeah, these shitbags they won 5 games and they're allowed to go in the playoffs? Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. I would go and cough in all their faces and make sure. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. Allegedly would do that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, it would have been nice to be in that division for a couple years when we didn't make the playoffs for 19 years. Just to be able to sneak in on the wild card or something like that. But hey, look at us now. Can't complain.
Besides the other games that we watched, and last but not least, in the AFC East, another loss to the Jets. Surprise, surprise. But the Chargers beat them 34-28. So I bring this game up, Mark, because we're going to be playing them Sunday, 1 o'clock. Probably our last 1 o'clock game that we'll play the rest of the year.
This is an exciting game. An NFC game.
AFC game.
AFC game here. The AFC East with the Jets and up-and-coming star and the Chargers.
Listen, Herbert did good. He hit 49, 366 yards. This is like his 5th or 6th game in a row or something stupid where he's getting amazing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yeah, that is a very, very good performance for a rookie.
Jets officially out of playoff contention.
With their 10th loss.
0-10. Steelers are winning 10-0, and the Jets are in the complete opposite of that spectrum at 0-10.
So I don't know what the earliest week is for a team to be able to be eliminated from contention, but
Jets nailed it. I think Jets nailed it.
That's pretty good. That's exciting. They don't have much on their team.
Well, I mean, Keenan Allen, smoked the Jets for 145 yards.
With Eckler out and Keenan Allen in and Mike Williams, they're
one-dimensional.
Right now, you're not looking for the run there, but you want to force them to run.
That's going to be the key when we play these guys. I think that's a good point because who do they have for running back, Mark?
Eckler's out. Justin Jackson was their second string.
And then Kalen Ballage, who played for the Jets, I think?
Yeah, they just picked him up, and they have Joshua Kelly. So it was between Joshua Kelly and Jackson once Eckler got hurt, and now Jackson's on the IR, so they have Ballage. So
no running game, no running back. This is a pass-first offense, kind of similar to the Bills. So I think the defense should be more prepared, especially having that extra week to prepare for them.
Try to get to Herbert, hit him, sack him, get to Herbert, get him off his game. I don't know how. Has he been getting beat up over against with the Chargers, or are they protecting him?
I think if he's throwing 300 yards a game, they're doing a good job, or he's doing a good job getting rid of that ball. You don't get beat up and throw 300 yards unless you're like Fitzpatrick or something stupid.
We got to pressure. Fitzpatrick loves to get hurt or hit.
So let's go. Okay, so let's get into Sunday's game because 1:00 game again. Mafia. This is probably our last 1:00 game. We have the rest of the season because the rest of the season it's going to be mostly primetime games.
And if there's a chance, they might flex some of these games.
I think the Dolphins are the only one they're considering flexing, but that depends on playoff implications. So the Chargers are 3-7, and we're 7-3, obviously coming off a bye. Guys are healthy. Guys were hurt. Now they're healthy. Only guy who's going to be out for us, I think, our defense is going to really hurt us, Mark, is Milano. Other than that, this is our first time in the secondary's been healthy all year.
When does Milano come back? He has a couple more weeks still, right?
He's eligible to play in the 49ers game.
Yeah, they had to put him on the IR.
Yeah, he's got to miss one more game.
Okay, so the Chargers are scoring 25.1 points per game, and the Bills are scoring 27.2. So advantage there, and the defense is giving up 26 for the Bills and 27.2 for the Chargers.
So they're pretty much giving up what we score.
And that's basically what it goes into these one-score games they're losing. If they had just scored a swing of like 3 more points a game, they could be 500 right now. So they're not what their record indicates.
Well, no, definitely not. Not with.
They lost the Chiefs.
I mean, all close. What was that once, Mark? Let's hear that stat. We looked this up. We crunched some numbers, and this is an interesting, fun statistic.
So the Chargers have 7 one-score losses this year.
What?
And the wins against the Jets, Bengals, and Jaguars. So they got the ones they should have got. And all the hard games that they had, they lost by 1 point. They lost to the Bucks. They lost to
Saints in overtime
Chiefs
by 3.
Chiefs in overtime. And they were winning with the Bucks. That's a 1-score loss. So they could easily have won 3 more of these games.
Yeah, but somewhere. It's all on Herbert too. Keeping them in the game. It's not on the rushing. We're not rushing anywhere. They're not doing anything in terms of rushing.
But this is the Chargers. We talked about earlier that they have 40 since 2015. They have 41 score losses out of 80 games, assuming that they don't get any more this year. That hurts.
That's
for Chargers fans out there. I'm sorry.
What Chargers fans? Because all their Chargers fans are still in San Diego.
They left them. But I'm sorry that what you guys have dealt with over this time period of how many painful losses. I could feel you on that. So.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't trade shoes with you. Sorry,
but you guys have a lot to look forward to because right now this guy looks good.
Listen, if Herbert was in Miami, I'd be fucking worried.
Yeah.
It's like if that offense was throwing 300 yards
with Fitzy
and only had his one good receiver.
Yeah, but they had Fitzy there, so now swap Fitzy with Herbert. That's an upgrade. That's a good even because with Tua, it's like, eh.
All right, he's gonna check down every time.
So I mean, if you would have plugged him in and played, and that was the storyline that they only got picked 1 pick apart from each other, and either team almost would have took in the other guy. They were both just trying to decide which one they wanted. It was iffy. So they went with Herbert. Dolphins went with Tua. Let's see how that plays out in the future. But with what Herbert's doing right now, that's exciting to me.
Yeah, he's an interesting quarterback, and like you said earlier, we gotta make them a one-dimensional team.
Yeah, put it on his shoulder.
We have to put it on Herbert because he's a rookie quarterback. We're playing a solid, full-strength secondary defense of Buffalo Bills, who were top, but just we can't stay healthy. So now we got everybody coming back. Only thing that's going to hurt us again is that Milano is going to be out, but I think we're going to do okay.
They were starting to get used to not having Milano all the time now.
Yeah, and it's AJ Klein stepped it up. He must have been reading his Twitter feeds.
It takes time, man. These teams practice for that roster to play, and you lose those main guys that were the heart of it. Now you got to see the next guy who steps up, and it's starting to happen.
So your keys to the game, as you mentioned, you said that it was to make them a one-dimensional team, and I agree with you 100%. I think that's what we have to do.
Get it to Herbert so that he's not playing well, and they have to run it. Get him in the running situations.
We got to throw some exotic blitzes. I mean, guys, we have an extra week to prepare for these guys.
Get a DB in the backfield.
Let's get on Herbert. Let's just have some crazy, disgusting, unbelievable, like Herbert has no idea what he's looking at kind of defense.
Where he's seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold.
We need to see him see ghosts because there's nothing like coming off a bitter fucking loss to the Cardinals. Take a bye, get healthy, and then you got
go out there and just crush.
They're a hot, solid offense. Chargers.
Yeah, if we can, I mean, their defense isn't going to stop us, but if we keep their offense in check, good to go.
And I'm going to say the same exact thing. Score for the game. What do you have for this game, man? What are your predictions for this game?
Bills 35 and Chargers 17.
Okay.
They're going to get garbage points at some point in the game, so you can count on them scoring at least 2 touchdowns. The Bills have no third quarter defense, so I'm hoping we go out there and get some sacks on him, scare the kid. He's going to make a play. That's what he's going to do. He's going to make a play here or there, but we'll hold him in check. Brian, what do you have for the score?
We are coming off that bitter loss, like I mentioned. Guys are healthy. All secondary is first time healthy all season. It is going to be Buffalo Bills are going to be angry this game. Their defense, the Chargers defense, is not going to know what the fuck to do with Josh Allen. Josh Allen has a 400-yard game, 4 touchdowns. Bills win 42. The Chargers are going to have 10 points. 10 points. 42-10. And yes, Singletary is going to have a good game. He's going to have plus 60 yards, and Moss is going to have at least 1 touchdown.
Hell yeah.
So you heard it here. And if you think that's ridiculous, then just wait for Sunday, 1 o'clock. Actually, wait till 4:30 to figure out the results of the game. But yeah, you're right.
Brian's predictions. I love Brian's super good predictions when he's just all about it, and he knows he knows the Bills are gonna win.
Fuck yeah, man! It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for this game. We're thinking about doing a little golf beforehand. Get our shit together and go just tear this game up. Mark, you're going to have to sit and watch the game with us and play golf with us.
Yeah.
Or else we're going to lose. Mafia, you heard it here first. We both predict that Bills are going to win. So, Mafia, if you guys are still listening, I want to wish you a very special Thanksgiving.
From the Breaking Tables family.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills Mafia.
It's that time of the season. Be safe. Be healthy. Listen, there's
see some
shit
family
going on. See some family. Fuck Cuomo.
Practice
Seriously, fuck
somewhat
Cuomo.
of social distancing if you're going around some of your older family members.
Telling you can't visit your family members. Only 10. What happens if you got a family of 5 and you want to see your grandparents? Like if you've been doing traditions years after years after years, they did it through the Spanish flu. They did it with H1N1, but all of a sudden they made it political and you can't do it now. Have fun.
Call your family, talk to them. If you're not able to see them,
FaceTime them. Get your face out there on the internet.
So easy nowadays.
This thing's called the internet.
You have a phone in your pocket.
Yeah. If you have a flip phone, you probably should upgrade. Thank you, guys.
God bless your souls.
God bless your souls. And I hope to hear from you next week. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to us and the other Buffalo Fanatics Podcast Network.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.